welcome to town. Take a look around. Now, sir, put the money in my hand right now, cause right now's the time for that roulette spinning and talking, walking to women till I'm opening it. Using a pinch and a passion, rolling right up in the center with the dash blowing on them till they say I'm the winner. If you dig it, dug it while the blackjack is flipped in my black stack of chicks was 25%.
Let's go to Vegas, baby. Let's go tonight.
Let's go tonight.
Let's go to Vegas. We'll stay up all night. Let's go to Vegas, baby.
Hello friends, family, random people on YouTube. How are you? I'm going to try and throw together a quick little video. We're just going to go over the comments this time. The last two videos I've done, the comments are kind of building up on them. And I figured I owed it to the people that made the comments, if they want to get exposed, to go through them. I haven't looked at any of them from the last two videos. But before we get started, I got a heavy heart again. Good friend, former wife of my best friend, killed in a car wreck over the weekend by a head-on drunk driver. You know, they're both my age, a year younger or whatever. Two kids, probably in the 11 and 13 range. And that goes to show that life can change in an instant through stupidity. Now, you've heard don't drink and drive your entire life, right? Well, here I am saying it one more time. Now, I'd be a little bitch if I said I never did it myself. But I did, and I look back on it with regret. Matter of fact, I actually got caught once. A lot of people do it, and a lot of people continue to do it, and they don't realize that they can ruin somebody's fucking life, and not just one person's life, but many people. Because they want to drink, and they want to drive. Now, I'm not here to preach to you, but I got a simple solution. Don't worry about drinking and driving. Don't drink. How about that? I stopped drinking a while ago. Every now and then, yeah. We shot a little whiskey the other night. Filming our video, right? But I know it's not good. And I'm trying to teach my kids now. I got to teach them that their friends lost their mom because somebody decided to drive home, lose control of themselves, their car, and kill somebody else. So, I hope one of you 28 people watching this video will think twice the next time you get a little talk, what do they call it? Tipsy. That's it. Tipsy. And drive home. If you're drunk, just do it at home. Just fucking drink at home. Your miserable life. Or switch to the beautiful plant medicines of tobacco, kratom, and cannabis. Or whatever plant medicines help you. Not distilled grains. Anyway, let's move on. Alright, so here we are, and some beautiful stories there on. Now, Valerie got an email. So we're going to go down. I feel like there's about, okay, for good men to do nothing was the second video back. Okay, I think I found the beginning. We're going to start here. Unless we already went over this. No. Malaysia Ang Dakila. Listen, he may be high as a kite, but this man is far from stupid. This is still funny, but in a good way. Thanks for the advice, dear. A+, interesting and informative. And come on now. All right, that's a good one to start with. So you can see over here the what video it's from, right? That's my main 600,000 plus video. This one is the nematode video, but this is 2 videos ago where I say for good men to do nothing. Adam shaking. I'm still here. I've been here for every video. I don't count though. I could see that. Maybe I put my mistake. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Okay. I clicked as I saw the thumbnail photo. Yeah, I believe most people did. Island Times. Okay, back again. Boom, boom. Hey Flaco, Uncle Creepy, stay strong, brother. Peace. Also, that was a great card Saturday night. Nice to see people back in the stands for sure. Yeah, UFC leads the way. They don't fuck around. That's cool. What do we got next? Iogia Gika. Thank you, Flaco. I hope the numbers will be higher if it makes you happy. For now, please do the same job. I adore your personality and you live the life of my dreams, so everything is great. Awesome. Still, same video. Fran. I hear from him every now and then. Mr. Watts, when I follow your reasoning or topic, you are well spoken. My heroes were Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone. I grew up when boys walking down the street with rifles was considered normal or even heartwarming. It's hard for 7-year-olds to even follow the emotions of today, but I am aware of and discern vicious evil, and it is in many institutions and agencies. Bravo as you fight the good fight. Yeah, those were the days. Thanks for the comment too, Fran. The compliment in terms of my reasoning, which at times can be suspect. Nick D. Haha. Stay you, man, always. Let's have a seat. I did have to search specifically for your channel, though, because YouTube doesn't even throw you in my feed, and I've been subbed for a long while now. See? Let's get one of these guys. Yeah, it's crazy that I see my subs are going up at a little more of a higher rate than they had for a while. We've talked about them going up, 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 and then flatlining. Now they've kind of bumped up a little since I've been putting out more videos, I guess. But it's still like, 5 to 10 a day. And in just the time that I've released these weekly videos, I've probably gotten, what's that? 56 days, we'll say times 5, 200 to 300 new subscribers. And I'm still only getting 100 to 200 views a video. What the fuck, dude? Thanks for the intel, Nick D. And remember, just double check and see if you are subscribed. Like the video. I don't know what the fuck the bell does, but if you want to mess with that, maybe that helps. I hate notifications, so I don't do that. But see, look at this guy. I stopped seeing your vids in my feed. No why this one came. Man. Come on, man. Huh, that's disheartening. Spence DZ. What's up, Spencer? I like I feel like a voice yelling in a tornado. Yeah, that's how it is, huh? No doubt. You youngsters know about No Doubt? Every now and then, I'll have to admit, I get a little nostalgic for the 90s and throw on some No Doubt Pandora. Get some of the estrogen and what's that? Oxytocin out. You gotta do it every now and then. Keep yourself honest. All right. Spencer. All right, there's Cherish. See, I hope I'm getting that right now. Never stop. Words matter. I will never give my rights away, and they will have to take them by force. It's a little tricky for you guys are watching the video and then you're like, bam, making a comment about a certain section, and I can't even remember this video, but I kind of remember. But thank you, Cherish C. Cherish C. And still on this one, Adam's Secret, which is not Adam Shaken. That's where I got confused. See, I thought, well, okay, two Adams. Where are we back? There's Adam Shaken, Secret. See? Boom, boom. Throwing me off. Goodman, The Resistance. Josh Carols. That's probably something I should look up. That's music. Thanks for the All right. If I can remember to comment next time on what I think about the music. Adam Shaken, there we go. As long as it's not boozy. Oh, because I said doozy. This one's a doozy, as long as it's not a boozy. Gotcha. Good one. Did I not? Oh, I need to realize that we are now in the last video, which was called what? The beginning of the end. Chad's, Brad's, and their mommy's favorite friends. I don't know if that 90210 drama, faux show, makes sense, but, you know, Chad, Brad was, what were the guys on 90210? It was Dylan and Jason Priestley was like Brandon or something? Brandon and Dylan? Might as well be Chad and Brad, huh? Okay. Chad and Brad. Okay. Marivius. That's Latin, and I know Mario. So, what's up, Mario? "6 days ago." That's my friend Mario, who is also affected by the death of our good friend, which probably happened the day after he wrote that. So, Jeremy Hawthorne comment, yeah, eat a dick, TJ. TJ Dillashaw? Why don't I see it when I fucking click on it? Dang, there's a lot of them. Okay, well, TJ. Who else was TJ? Tijuana? No. Might be some. It's weird that some comments don't show up. Okay, Jeremy Hawthorne comment. Vibe Tribe sounds like a Milli Vanilli color. Oh, good one. Oh, eat a dick, TJ. I think it was the guy that was talking shit. Thomas. That's right. Thanks for sticking up, Jeremy. This one gets the laughy face. And that, TJ, I get it. I get it. Okay, Jeremy commented, when everyone is fighting amongst themselves and no one is paying attention to what the leaders of our country are doing to us. This is only a small gear in a huge machine. They are patient, strategic, and infinitely diverse in their global campaign. There are countless prongs to their annihilation of the concept of freedom. A grotesque example of the gluttonous nature of greed. These men who have acquired everything in the world have only the world itself left to devour in their attempt to satiate the unquenchable thirst, the ravenous hunger that is their greed. Could not say it better myself. It sounds like one of those things that the founding fathers would have written about England, right? And that's what we need more of. Calling these leaders out. They got us fighting each other. In the meantime, they're like, pay me. Well said, Jeremy. And hopefully you hear this, that I say it's literally like, what was I reading? The one that there's a lot of good writings right around the time of the revolution. You got to realize that these guys, young as some of them were bold and brave, and they could write way better than us. Maybe not better than Jeremy, because that's pretty high level there. Pure truth. Yeah, I like that. Let's read it again. When everyone is fighting amongst themselves, no one is paying attention to what the leaders are doing. It's only a small gear in a huge machine. They are patient, strategic, infinitely diverse in their global campaign. Yes. There are countless prongs to their annihilation of the concept of freedom, trying to take away freedom in exchange for gaining power. Grotesque example of the gluttonous nature of greed. Perfect example of greed. Yep. These men who have acquired everything in the world and they only want more. They only want more. They only want more. Can't satiate. Unquenchable, ravenous hunger can't be quenched. And fuck Bill Gates. Congratulations on your divorce. Jeff Bezos gets divorced and makes the richest woman in the world. And Melinda Gates is like, I want to be the richest woman in the world. So she gets divorced. But who's richer? We'll see what happens in the court. Those fucking weirdos. Okay, just my opinion, but you know opinions, like the mighty sphincter, everybody's got one. I like that. There's a reply? Dun, dun. Jeremy's gonna win the comment. Oh, 4. Adam had 3. Yeah, okay. Not that this is a contest. Spencer has 2. Let's see what you got here. Division will never heal the wounds of our country, but being real with each other will give us the perspectives we need to come together and grow. Good luck keeping those rants under a minute. Huh? Thank you for the work you do, brother. Show less. Okay. Yes. I like Spencer's insight on being divided is never going to fix anything. If there's division, nothing gets fixed. But being real, like what I'm trying to do here, is what we need to give us the perspectives to come together and grow. I agree. We got to keep it real. Not everything that comes out of my mouth I'm claiming is true, beyond a reasonable doubt. But I'm doing my best to make sense of this reality that's starting to unravel. And if you're not, then you're not helping. But if you think it through on your own and try and make sense of this and say, how does this all fit? I always go back to origin, meaning, morality, and destiny. 4 pillars of your worldview, whether you know it or not. And I've talked about this, I'm sure. Origin, where did you come from and why? Meaning, actually that's the why. Why are we here? What's the point? Morality, is there such thing in as good and evil? And if so, where does it come from? Origin, meaning, morality, destiny, where are we going? What's the future? Now, a pure, what do they call them? Naturalist? Naturalist means they believe in what they can see and touch and feel, and there's nothing supernatural, and they have never taken DMT or mushrooms or any other decent psychedelic. But they believe in what they can touch and feel, right? All right, cool. The origin, meaning, morality, and destiny answers would be, oh, we came from primordial soup and just formed into all these different creatures over a gazillion years. Meaning, there is no meaning. Morality, there is no good and evil. Nature is red and tooth and claw. Destiny doesn't matter because there's no meaning. Okay, you can believe that all you want. Mine's a little different, actually a lot different. But if you examine your worldview on those 4 pillars and then devolve it out into encompassing all this shit that we're dealing with, like the racism and the crime and the oppression and, you know, all this shit, and see, how does it fit? Or do we see consequences? Is there such thing as good and evil? There's a 16-year-old with a fucking knife going after somebody. Did I talk about that in the last video? Oh, I wanted to do that video so bad right when it came out because I saw so many things happening right when it happened. And maybe you've watched people that have brought them up, but most people that I saw on day 1, day 2 did not see these things. The cop shows up and in 9 seconds he has to make the decision, right? You got this little drama popping off in a foster home with a bunch of different players, we'll say, in the game here. And this, what's her name? Knife-wielding 16-year-old weighing in at 280 pounds is barreling down on a girl, right? The cop gets out of the car. The guy and her are chasing after her and they fall. She falls, gets up with the knife,
What's going on? Hey, get down!
and goes after somebody else while dipshit kicks the girl in the head. I was like, when I first saw that, I was like, nobody's saying anything about that guy kicking her in the fucking head. And then I realized this cop, who, in my honest opinion at the time, I should have said this, right? Never had a chance to go over it. Because we're busy with the course. But this cop could not have acted in a more perfect way, according to law enforcement principles, right? Now, you can say, hey, we want to let our kids knife fight, which is fine. I don't mind knife fighting. I like knife fighting. Let's go. It's probably, I'm just kidding. But I did just get this new bench made. Probably shouldn't have, but whatever. I got a problem with knives. Anyway, so maybe you say, yeah, you should be knife fighting. Just let them do their thing. Kids will be kids, you know? 16-year-olds will be 16-year-olds. Fucking idiots. Whatever. The guy kicking the girl in the head, kicking somebody in the head with the shod foot is deadly force. The cop comes out and is like, whoa, realizing in a split second that there's drama popping off and some assaults happening.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, get down!
This guy's kicking, and you could see the cop pulls the gun and could have shot that guy and been justified, just so we're clear. It would have been a lot less clear cut. He shoots that guy as he's going to kick her in the head. And maybe doesn't get to stab because she's like, whoa, gunshots, and then she stops and he saves both of them. I don't know if that girl got hurt by getting kicked. But hey, he decides, I'm not going to shoot him. Go ahead and kick her, dipshit. Whoa! She has a knife. Bam, bam. 2 shots to the chest. Drops her. Saves the other girl. Hits no innocent bystanders. All happens in 9 seconds. You can't tell me that there's any more perfect police response under that stress. And I guarantee you that nobody, that fucking cop is a legend. We'll say a legend in my eyes. Put LeBron James in there. This isn't about us against them. I'm going to call the cops out that fuck up just as much. But you can't call this cop out for fucking up. Because I wanted to point out here after the fact in voiceover that no gunshots can be seen in the side of that car or in the window. And there were people behind the car. Because no one, 98% of law enforcement isn't going to be able to handle that situation. Much less some bitch-ass NBA player. Oh, you can do this. And you can be 6'10" and... But can you go from eating a fucking donut, checking Facebook, to a call that says there's a fight with a knife, deadly weapon, and be like, oh, fuck. In a matter of 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, you get to the scene, and then you got 9 seconds to figure shit out. And you can't ask. He stands back and does nothing. That chick's stabbed in the throat. I wonder if the guy's going to go to jail for kicking that chick in the head. All right, let's get back to it. Sorry, I went off. Maybe I'll dig up that video and overlay it while we make the video. Spencer, Uncle Creepy commented. Not sure if my last comment got erased or if I forgot to send it high. Anyways, a little spicy. Maybe YouTube or you didn't like it. It's all good. Was jamming to triggered by... Maybe we'll see it somewhere else. No, I saw your other comment, but that was on the other video. Maybe they did erase it. Fuck them, huh? Chris Campbell, always lurking in the back of the room, smelling like weed and don't want to get busted by the teacher. Word, the only way to do school. Dwight Cato. Is that next? Huh? Joni's next. Joni Nichols. Hard to keep quiet after that one. Interesting points. Best. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Joni, check out Tom McDonald's, the GOAT. I don't know if you want to get a little rowdy. He's a little rowdy, but man, that's where it comes from. Nick D, we had another comment from your last video, right? Cool. Click the comment, check it out, read more. Once you got time, if you got time, your voice, attitude, the time frame you work within are perfect for a podcast. Stay cool, brother. Never mind, my bad. That's the plan. I don't know about never mind. I don't know what you mean there, but I appreciate the, I mean, that's my hope. My hope is that, you know, I can teach people how to grow pot in their house, step one. But even more so, hey, I'll tell you this. I don't know if I should put my family on blast or not, but my grandma, who's in her 80s, oils that she's taken that are helping her with, you know, different issues when you get older. Now, my grandpa, on the other hand, is a little bit older, close to 90, being raised on a farm, but working for the railroad since he was 18, but always growing plants, nose plants and nose plants. But both of them grew up in that generation where you don't, you know, that marijuana is for bad people only. And it's so cool right now to see the change happening, because they're down in New Mexico, and New Mexico just legalized. There's so much buzz and everybody's getting excited, and my blue light went out. You piece of shit. I need to get the bigger ones. Everybody's getting excited, and matter of fact, they called me up and they said, do you think you can get me a plant that I can grow? Because now you're allowed to grow up to 6 plants in New Mexico just for the fun of it. I'm like, how did we come to this? We're finally, it's like, in some ways the world makes such good sense, where it's like we're eliminating the most stupid, ridiculous war on drug laws, legalizing cannabis. People are coming to the awareness that this plant is infinitely therapeutic, and that we are just scratching the surface of unlocking the potential of the plant to help us. One person after another that you never would have thought would have dabbled in the devil's lettuce, right? But if we can make this change, what the change is going to look like is there can be honest, good, righteous people using this plant to make their lives better. It could even be in a spiritual way, where it's a tool. Like any other tool, you can misuse it. But you can use it for extreme, just like anybody. We're going to stop. We'll move on. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, I was backing up and saying that I do want to teach everyone to grow cannabis at home themselves and be self-reliant, and advocate and renew the self-reliance movement. Whether it's gardening, raising animals, getting off the grid. I'm not going to go super prepper crazy, but when it comes to cannabis, dude, you can do way better than these worthless commercial outfits. And I just keep hearing it over and over from all kinds of different people. It's not, you can grow backwards and blind and do better than them. And it's cleaner, and it's more trustworthy, and it's more effective. Now, we're going to grow and learn this together, and over the years, we're going to learn how to, the simple goal of making your life better, making other people's lives better, and making the world better, and calling out bullshit when you see it. That's a good movement. And I think we're going to do it. The class, oh, I should say this about the class. You can see my wonderful Picasso here. We did our final trim. So we filmed from the drying room to the breakdown to the trim lesson today, and wrapped up the course. We still have some bits and pieces and holes to fill in, but that's the end. Like, I signed off and I said, peace, sayonara, we're done filming. Now, we got to put our nose to the grindstone and edit, and I'm not looking forward to that, but it's going to come out, and it's going to be good, and when it comes out, and it's good, and people respond to it, then we're going to get a few bucks, and we're going to move into that warehouse. And when we do move into the warehouse, we're going to put up a podcast studio where you can have every single one of you. We'll set it up. What the fuck? I'll pay you if we're making good money. You know, I'll fly you out to Pueblo, to P-Town. There's a hotel right across the street from where I'm building the warehouse. I think one of them's cannabis friendly, actually, but one of them is pet friendly, and it's the only pet friendly thing if you like dogs and shit. And you can come and visit the compound, and we'll sit down and have a talk. Why not? Just regular people. Talking about regular stuff. Calling out bullshit. That'll be great. And Nick D, you're invited to come and sit down and check it out. Could be a little while though. Don't hold your breath. True One, Trujillo. I wonder if that Trujillo has anything to do with Patrick and Xavier. But what did he say? Damn, bro, you thought of it all. Ground up, grow. You're on point, FW. Cool. Oh, you're wondering how to pull those emojis up? Control, Command, Spacebar. Are we done? No, we're not done. Dwight Cato. Cato Institute of the Cato Institute. Dwight says, what a great perspective. I wasn't sure how you were going to address these hard topics, but the war on drugs is a good root cause to look at. That coupled with media and boom, because think of the drug propaganda movies and commercials that would claim weed would make you act like a savage. Yeah, I was just talking about that with my and my literally, and we talked about so that could enjoy the hobby of cultivating the most amazing space alien we have in plant form. All right, back up. So I was talking about, the reefer madness stuff and why weed was made illegal and the paper companies and hemp and all of that we were talking about. And that drove me nuts to hear the reefer madness saying things that like smoking weed will make black people rape white people or make you kill somebody with an axe. Like, literally as pure lie as it can be. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to kill anybody. Except maybe a ding dong or a Twinkie when I get blazed. And it's never been that way. Demonizing other races, instituting crack into the inner cities, allowing the drug trade to bubble and manifest to the point where they actually help it, encourage it, fund it, CIA, whoever, DEA. They love the chaos. It keeps them fucking busy. And it's fucking nonsense. Thank you, Dwight. I appreciate your perspective as well. Much love to you and your work. Oh, I should say that. And Dwight, you are invited to come to the podcast studio when it's built too, as is everybody that left a comment. D. It's cool. I didn't know how my, if I get one person coming back and saying, hey, I like that. Dwight could easily thought, I could just be like every other knucklehead that's like one side or the other. Right? Trust me, nobody wants to call out bad cops more than me. But I don't mind calling out good cops either. And I don't mind calling out thugs for being thuggy. I don't know if we talked about it. I think we did. But it's like, dude, if you're playing the game, you can't complain about the score, player. That's just not going to fly with me. You know what you're getting into. When you come up gangbanging and you come out thugging and doing all the crazy shit that you want, that you see and idolize and who knows what and why. You make those bad decisions, you pay. Maybe you get paid. Maybe you roll around for a few years in a Benz with some chains and a rollie. Some power, some clout, got a rep, whatever. But how long does that shit last? It's a fucking war, dude. You're at war with competitors, rivals, jealous haters, and the fucking government. Not a good place to get into. But if you're going to be a player, which was the young guy, that I don't know if we did a video on that guy, but the young Toledo or Orlando, or he was running at night. I don't know if it's in Chicago or what, but he had a gun and he went to ditch it behind a fence, but the cop shot him anyway. Could that be tragedy? Yeah. Is the cop justified? I think so. And it breaks the mom's heart of the kid, right? But rewind back to the thuggery. You're playing the game, player. You can't complain about the score when you get shot. That's all there is to it. You just ask anybody that's been in fucking combat or in war. It doesn't make sense. The way things are supposed to go don't go that way. People get killed randomly for no fucking reason at all. And there's atrocities. And there's heroics. And there's justified homicides. Homicide just means human killing human. Other human. Suicide, same human. Do you know the difference between homicide and murder? Maybe we'll get into it someday. God damn it, are you recording? Oh. Ooh, that would have sucked. Valerie, our original supporter. I hope you know that I'm reading your comments online. Fine. Valerie's definitely been one of the original supporters. Patreon y todo. The entire time. Out of California. A New York girl, apparently. Doesn't fuck around. Now, she says, "Hi Flaco, great to see you on YouTube again." And I'm like, what? My main supporter, I literally hadn't seen her in a while. I'm like, what? You don't see my videos? I've been putting them out every week. But I don't know, look into it. I still haven't moved, but I put in my 30-day notice. Extremely busy. Moving to a county with not one outdoor plant allowed. That's how we are. Can't grow outdoors. I think you can get away with it if it's a locked enclosed cage or something. The commercial guys can grow outdoors as long as they have a 6-foot fence with cameras. But you can't. And hopefully, I mean, I'm looking forward to the day when you can grow in your backyard and not worry about people stealing it. And the only way that's going to happen is when we end the war on drugs. It's legalized around the world and it's traded like tomatoes, except they're space aliens. At which time, yeah, are your neighbors going to jump over the fence and steal some of your vegetables? Sometimes people do that. But that's what it would be like. If you want to grow your high-tech, badass crop, do it inside. I was just thinking yesterday that hopefully down the road I can get to the point where we're designing and creating the most extravagant, for rich people, extravagant indoor growing spaces. Integrating like sound proofing, so that the thing that drives me nuts about the plants and feels like puts the anxiety into them to me is the fucking noise. All the fans and the shit going on, right? So then we'll make it super quiet. I don't know, just I have a picture of that and I want to get into that, but we can make cultivation great again. Make cultivation great again. Make cultivation great again. MCGA. That doesn't work. Okay, not many people I know can even afford to go to the dispensary in California. You are correct that as states legalize, they are screwing it up. And since I'm behind your 8-ball, maybe down the road you can compile and sell as a bundle. I'm not exactly sure what that means, Valerie, but I'm open to suggestions and I'll help you out. The only thing I have for sale is my class. And I don't know if that's what you're referring to, but No worries there. Now, I don't know if I'm going to show you this, but she sent me an email today too. And it has an interesting... Is that the last comment? That is it. We did it. We did it. I'm going to double check. You're not going to see this because we don't want to give away any personal information. No, I'm not even going to look at it on here because that ain't worth it. But we go to my phone and we search mailboxes for... Okay. So I'm going to summarize this, but basically what she's saying is she knows she has a friend in the medical industry that is a MD medical doctor that prescribes medications, and a representative from Big Pharma came around just recently warning all the doctors not, and this is in California, Sacramento, warning all the doctors not to discuss any benefits or anything, period, of THC, CBD, etc. She goes on to say that she makes a kick-ass salve for this guy's wife, and she's been to all the dispensaries in the area and claims hers is the best and the only one that works. You don't know how many times I've heard that. It's that stuff that I make is gold, and it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's just a matter of getting the highest quality plants to produce the highest quality compounds, extracting them in the cleanest way, and putting a bunch of them in there. So each jar of mine has 4 grams of extract, half CBD, half THC. You put that on and it does something. She can do it. We can all do it now. And fuck pharma. They're scared. They're running scared. We're coming after. The industry's not coming after them. It's the home growers that are coming after them. Because once we can take care of ourselves, then what do we need them for? You know what I mean? Put them out of fucking business. Put doctors out of business. That's what we want. Some, not all of them. Okay, we need some doctors for some things. Yeah, for sciatica, that's same here, dude. Whenever I have, I should be stretching and exercising and strengthening my core or whatever, but I don't. So when the sciatica happens, I take the salve and rub it on the lower back, and it just, relief. Does it fix anything? No, but hey, the relief is worth it all. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this week. Let me think if there's anything else. Remember, don't drink. Then you don't have to worry about drinking and driving. Or worry about killing people. Unless you're a dipshit driver anyway. Or you're a heroin addict and you fall asleep at the wheel. Hey, learn to use drugs, people, including alcohol. Learn what to do and what not to do on them. Those kids are, they're strong kids and a lot of faith in that family. So hopefully they look to the eternal future. But it's going to be rough. I can't imagine. All because one person decided to do one thing stupid. But as I mentioned, we're done filming. On to editing. I don't know if I'm going to do any of these. I wasn't going to do these anymore, as I said in the last video, but I did want to go through all those comments. I'm glad I did. A lot of wonderful, cool, good comments, and I appreciate the support. And I don't know what the fuck YouTube's deal is, but the more subscribers I get, the less people see my videos. So, whatever. You come back and look. This is 10 in a row. 10 in a row, I think. Maybe I'll stick to it, even if it's just a few minutes, right? I'll just set this up, rant for 5 minutes. and tell you, yes, now we are halfway done editing. But that's all I have for you in terms of updates and comments and advice and hopefully some entertainment. Next time, maybe we'll get a good blue light that'll last. Oh, the orange one went out too. Am I just long-winded or? I don't know. Thank you for your support. Be good. Do good things. Don't fuck around. We'll see you next time.
Spinning and talking, walking to women till I'm opening it. Using a pinch and a passion, rolling right up in the center with the dash blowing on until they say I'm the winner. If you dig it, dug it, wound the black jacket, slipped in my black stack of chicks was 25%.
Let's go to Vegas, baby. Let's go tonight.
Let's go